G'day folks, Tony again here for more of the many lives of John Rando. We're going to get right to it folks. We're here to try and take down the Snapjaw fort and find some things. So there's going to be no end of Snapjaws available to us. Seed spitting vine, ugh. Well, that's going to be giving us a bunch of grief, so let's try and back up a little bit. It looks like it hit one of those scavengers, so we'll duck down here around the corner. They can try coming in here and closing with us, and we will attempt to take them down out of line of sight of that seed-spitting vine, because they can be a real problem, particularly in these early stages of the game. We do have a dodge value of 7. But with an armor value of 1, I'm guessing that when they eventually hit us, it's not going to go particularly well. Ooh, a steel battle axe. That's quite nice. A copper nugget, also good. And an Isakari sunveil. It's going to add 1 to our dodge value. Let's just see if we can plonk that on our head. No, does it go on the face? It does go on the face. So there's another thing for us. It looks like this scavenger has taken out that seed-spitting vine. Now we'll take out the scavenger. Good heavens, a masterwork iron longsword. We're finding a bunch of cool things here at the moment. Let's just refresh our memory as to what our skills are. I don't think we have any points in any particular weapon type, but seeing as we have just done a big old bunch of leveling up, I totally forgot that we did that just before the episode ended. What should we do with all these points? Confusion, psychometry. There's a couple of mental discipline things. Agility and toughness are reasonably high. Those are going to go up by 1. They're all going to go up by 1 at level 6. Bit of a mixed bag here. Let's go, I think, with intelligence. I think that will end up giving us more skill points if we bump that up a little bit. And I am feeling a little short on those at the moment, so why not? Let's do that. That should bring our modifier to 0, so that's good. 515 until the next level. 2 mutation points, so we don't have anything extra to go with there, but we do have a big old bunch of skill points. So let's look at those things that we just picked up. We've got a masterwork iron longsword or a steel battle axe. Masterwork, what does that do again? Scores critical hits twice as often. That does seem like a good thing to be going with. Long swords, you say. And I don't believe that we have any skills in that yet, but I think we can do. So strength and agility, intelligence also important. Strength and agility coming much more into importance later. I think we can do that. So let's grab it. That's going to give us aggressive and defensive stance. We've still got 40 skill points left over, so let's get that equipped. We'll get rid of that staff. We will pop the longsword in there. We don't have anything, I think, that we can use as a shield yet. We do not, so we'll keep that torch in there. And just checking to make sure there's nothing else that we've forgotten about. I don't think there is. No, we still don't have a missile weapon though, so that's something of a problem. So we'll heal up. I can see more things. Chainmail. That may actually be worth wearing with this character. Pick up that also. Let's see what happens when we change out of our cloth robe into some chainmail. That's going to give us now an armor value of 3 and still a dodge value of 9, so that seems fair. And we have ourselves a pink chest over here. So I think that's probably the thing that we're going to be looking for. Let's get ourselves some burning happening. Farewell, flaming boar. Are we going to be able to grab things here without actually having to go into... Ooh. That's presumably something that we're looking for. Disquisition on the malady of the mimic. Without actually having to go into a fort. I'm quite sure if there's more to the fort. Yes, there is. All right, so we've got a warlord, I think it is, over this way. Average and hostile and injured. It looks like it was possibly fighting something. So we'll flame it with some hands. We'll set it on fire and we'll just back up a little bit. I don't think it's on fire anymore. But it is a little bit injured. And there we have it. A wooden buckler. That would go nicely with our longsword. Not that we need it at this point. But is there a way into this fort? I'm not seeing anything immediately. More snapjaws means more XP, so I'm all for it. Cloth robes, staff, we've just ditched those for ourselves. We will grab those leather moccasins, and I'll grab that sword because it's always nice to sell these things as well. It's also nice to have shoes. So now we have ourselves some shoes, even if they're not giving us any direct material benefit. Let's try burning some more stuff. I'm going to try and set that brute on fire. I think it's a brute. I appear to have set the young ivory on fire. And I am bleeding, I think. I am bleeding, which is not terribly good for me because I don't do well with bleeding. I seem to be alright though. Interesting. Let's try taking them down one step at a time. I'm assuming part of that bleeding that must have come from a brute hitting us maybe with an axe. I don't know. So we are definitely going to need to do something about that because I don't think I'm going to stop bleeding by myself, and I don't know. Oh dear, I don't think I have any. I don't think I have any bandages, which is a pretty dumb thing to do when you are a bleeder. Silly me. Beaded bracelet, that's not going to do us much good. 0 damage from bleeding, so the bleeding is just going to continue. And hopefully is not going to be the end of us, but that remains to be seen. I'm just hitting end turn a few times, and I seem to be just bleeding forever. This is not... Oh, you've got to be kidding me. We're going to bleed out, folks. So let's get that over with so that we can come back again. There we go. Be right back. All right, folks, let's get on with it then. For day 299 of 2018, we're going to do another random one. A mutated human scholar, freezing hands, regeneration, cryokinesis, evil twin. That does sound like a fun time. There's the world seed. There's the character build code. Let's get on with a new John Rando and see if we can not bleed to death this time. I don't think that's a very high bar to set, but we've already failed it once, so who knows. Where are we going to begin? Kawan. On the 14th of Tebedux, you arrive at the village of Kawan. And now we begin the fun old time of trying to find Nyumrawur or Queen Mashwoon. So let's see if we can find them. Looks like a merchant there. We'll go and speak to the zealot so that we can get that quest that we never end up doing because we die all the time. Here's the warden. We'll do a water ritual with Warden Pamelotl. The villagers of Kawan changes by 100. That's nice. They have no secrets to share, but that's okay. We've got actually, I don't think they give us work, do they? No, they don't. So where are the two aforementioned people whose names I cannot pronunciate? Hello, apple farmer's daughter. Thank you. Farewell. Aha. Queen Mashwoon. Nomad, welcome to the village of Kawan. We are a society who treasure Nyumwur, legendary cannibal, and denounce those who would wrong Nyumwur, legendary cannibal. As long as you are respectful, you may drink of our fresh water and quench your thirst. Let's do a water ritual to prove that. So those other two villagers, not happy with us. Hermit's also not a fan. That may come into play later. If we run into any hermits, we could ask them to join us. 225, though, there's so many things, so many secrets we could learn. The location of Kipir, so that is a ruin. What else will we learn? Salonon Ibal, another ruin. We're going to learn butchery, because why not? Now we can butcher corpses, and we're going to learn to cook Dried slaw. Delicious. Thank you so much. Do you have some work for us? Queen Mushroom looks around tentatively. Live and drink, friend. I have a secret scheme I'm putting into place. I need someone to go to the lair of that thing, legendary salamander, and drink from the Numurian vase there. No, I cannot tell you why. Will you do it? I will pay you for your labour. By the Queen, this conversation never happened. That's an excellent turn of phrase for the Queen themselves to use. We'll get ourselves a recoiler and a data disk. We've discovered the location of the lair of that very fancy thing that I'm sure won't give us any problems. Fafa is idly undulating. Sure. Can we trade? Nothing to trade. Thanks, Fafa. Glad we had this talk. So part of the fun, I used air quotes there, even if you didn't see it, part of the fun of these randomized starts is trying to find out where the fuck anyone is. And it does get a little bit tedious, to be honest. In the grand scheme of things, I guess it could be worse. Here we go. Numur, legendary cannibal. Give me a task. Live and drink, friend. Visiting astrologers came to our village the other day. While breaking bread, they spoke of an interesting place, Antihimshire, but they wouldn't reveal the location. Will you find it for us? It would be a great favour to the spiritual prospects of our village. We will pay you for your assistance. We hear it's located somewhere between 1 and 4 parasangs north of a slime bog. Cool. So there's a slime bog. We know where that is. Can you trade with me? Of course you can't. But I bet you that this Dromad merchant could. Actually, let's trade first. I've done this all backwards. What have we got that we can remove? Yep, we don't need that. Let's get rid of that. We'll get rid of those. These are all things that we can sell to buy more, betterer things. We don't have an awful lot to trade at this point, but that's okay. We get 49 cents for that, 98 cents for that. We're going to get nearly $6.50 for that. That sounds great. Nearly 10 for that. That's even better. So if we ditch our stuff, we're going to need another weapon. Do we have another weapon that seems affordable and useful? An iron longsword would be nice. That's going to set us back a tiny bit. But that's okay. There are muskets there, but they're quite expensive and probably not worth it just for a single shot, as much as I would like to have that. We're not going to save any money between a dagger and a short sword, so let's go a short sword. Let's grab a few bandages, which we didn't do last time, and we bled to death. We're not going to afford those weird artifacts, but we will try buying some lead slugs, and we'll get a big old bunch of... Actually, you know what? Let's get some steel arrows. We're going to live a little. That looks good. Yes, we'll pony up some water. Thank you so much. Let's get our things equipped so that we've got our iron short sword on. We didn't really have any armor, so we've got an armor value of 0 and a dodge value of 6, so that's going to be fun. Freezing hands, chill. Staunch wounds, wow, that would have been handy last time, wouldn't it? So we've definitely got a freezinating kind of vibe here. Let's zoom out and see where we can go to. Where was that slime bog? That's the legendary salamander. We might leave that be. The slime bog is over near Red Rock. That sounds like a plan to me. Historic ruins. I would love to investigate some historic ruins. Yeah. Habina. Good stuff. Here we are at Habina. Look at all of these things. Goodness me, there's stuff everywhere. How much of it is hostile to us? Not that one, not that one. Okay, so the cannibals appear to be hostile, but these are all members of the same faction by the looks of it. So that's going to be interesting. I don't quite know how we're going to get away here. We're got to try and work our way out of these areas here because we're getting clobbered by some stuff. Now might be an appropriate time to try freezing some things. So I'm going to try freezing that cannibal. Took 4 damage. Now I'm assuming everything wants to kill us because they're all members of the same faction. Worshipper of Oboroku and member of the 5th Anti-Himenian Society. Yes. They're equipped with an engraved short bow. Interesting. So the cannibal's badly wounded. We're going to try and finish that job, and we did. Well done, us. I think everything else is now going to be hostile. No. Okay. Well, that's good to know. We'll have some fisticuffs here with this worshipper, though. If we may. How are we doing with our hit points there? We seem to be clobbering them worse than they're clobbering us, which is always a fun time. And let's open up, look at this engraved bow. This item is engraved with the scene from the life of the ancient Sultan Antihim II. Deep in Mikesh homestead, Antihim II stumbled upon a clan of frogs performing a secret ritual. Because of his reputation for murdering someone with a dagger made of glass, they accepted him into their fold and taught him their secrets. Isn't that lovely? Sure, let's grab it. It's always good to have a bow. Now we have ourselves a bow. Let's equip that bow. Give me the bow. And we'll load it up. Now we're cooking with gas. Cannibal dropped a club. We don't really need that. But there are other things around here we can investigate. The first thing we're going to check is if the chameleon is hostile, and it is. And up here, there's already a becoming nook. That would be handy if we weren't a mutant. But we are. We spot a slime weep. Good times. Good heavens, there is so much going on here. So we've got hostile crocs. We've got hostile electrofuges. There's a brooding puff, which is spewing out some stuff over there, and there's possibly some containers that are going to have all sorts of goodies in them. So let's go and have a look around here. Maybe there's some things that we can grab or extract. A statue of implanted eater. Interesting. Quite a fancy bunch of stuff. Is that thing going to come over to us? Not at the moment. Maybe if we shoot at it. Yep, that seems to have done the trick. We're going to do freeze on it, and there it is frozen. We'll move backwards, and we'll keep on doing that shooty shoot. How much did we get for that? I don't know, but it was not an inconsiderable amount. I think the salamanders are hostile to us now, and they are. Clearly something about attacking the chameleon made them not a fan of us. Interesting. Are they all coming in for us? Not quite. Can we heal? No, we can see crocodiles, so we're not going to be able to heal. If we close that door, does that mean that we now can heal up? You see a cave spider. Where is the... Okay, all the way up there. None of these things are blocking our line of sight, so we're ending up not being able to heal, but we can still move backwards and forwards. Can't make a camp at this stage, though. While we're in line of sight of all these things. Maybe up the top here we can do that. Make a camp. Whip up a meal so we're not hungry. Good times. All right, can we loot? Can we loot from these things? Cybernetics rack. Open. Weird artifact. Gimme. Thank you so much. How heavy is it? 5 pounds? All right, so it's not super duper. You are no aristocrat. Goodbye. They're not wrong. So lots of ray cats, another worshipper. Is there anything worth going over there to... Oh, look out. Okay, so the ray cats are not happy with us now. I think we've made everyone unhappy. And that's okay, because what some people call unhappy, I like to call more experience points. Let's drop a chill here. That should keep everyone nice and chill. And should give us the opportunity to do that. Taking them all down. And we're going to try keeping on taking them all down. Yeah, go team. What a delightful murder spree we're on. Raycat corpse, albino ape pelts, all the fun things. I think there might have been another statue over here. It's very busy in this particular map. Is there anything we can learn from this statue of implanted eater? Apparently not. All right then. What about over this way? Whoa, some fighting happening over there. Looks like salamanders versus cave spiders. That does look fun. There's no way through over there. That's okay. We'll come back around. We'll head up past this becoming nook. And we'll go into this one here because I think we're still going to be able to get some things. Let's open this cybernetics rack. There's 2 weird artifacts. We'll grab both of them. And that should be that. We're still no aristocrat, so there's no point in chatting with the other thing. And that one there's not hostile to us. That's interesting, but fine. All right, so up in this direction, there's a club that a cannibal clearly left. We've got some cider here that we can pick up. Let's put it in this one. Thank you very much. And we'll grab that as well. Yes, thank you. So some cider here that we found. There's a mushroom over there that's spewing stuff everywhere. We don't want to get stuck in that. We also don't want to fall down that. We also don't want to fall down that hole. I don't think there's much other option over this way for us. That brewing puff seems to have done a bit of mischief over this way. We might leave it alone. And we'll head back over here where we were before. We're not going to worry about those stairs yet because who knows where they're going to lead. And there's plenty of other stuff for us to mess around with in this direction, I hope. Maybe. Some odd configurations of fences and rock walls, making it quite difficult to read what the map's actually doing in a lot of cases, but sure. Yep, not a lot going on. So perhaps past that that mushroom is the way to the rest of the map. We might actually just have to leave it be. Unless that puffy pufferiness has died down somewhat. It might be the stairs for us. Okay, so there's no real way through there anyway, by the looks of it. And although this was on the way to another thing, we're still gonna keep exploring here. This is all part of the fun. I think we leveled up, didn't we? We did. I should probably have remembered this earlier. What's our class again? A scholar. Scholars should probably be more intelligent, so let's go with that. And skill point wise, let's see what we have here. Customs of folklore, first aid. Not a lot else going on. We do have a short sword in place here. I don't think we have a better weapon at the moment. Not really. So I think it would be very appropriate for us to go with short blade. So let's grab that. We don't have the agility or anything for any of that other stuff, but that will be coming along shortly. When we get to level 6. If we get to level 6, let's find out. Glow moth. These can hit pretty hard sometimes. As I was saying, fortunately able to heal up. I wonder if there are going to be a lot more of them around, because if there are, we might beat a hasty retreat. There is a turret over there. And we're getting hit mighty hard. We are getting hit mighty hard by the crocodile, no less. So let's try and get out of here, I think. We might have an opportunity. We've healed up a little bit. Maybe we're going to have an opportunity here to use some freezing hands. Maybe this will work. Let's do it. So I believe that croc is frozen. Are we going to be able to take them down? Yes, we can. So that's good. Healthy amount of XP there for our current level banding. Let's wander on back. We don't really have anything to take that turret down, but we will edge cautiously around and look in some other places to see if there's things that we can pick up, like this bottle of oil, for example. Delicious. Is that a hostile bat? It is not. These dreadroots are not good, so we'll get rid of them. All dreadroots must die at low levels and in enclosed areas most particularly. And that's an empty glass bottle. We might leave it be. What else do we have? Another door. Does this lead around to where the turret was? Kind of, but not really. What have we got here? A weapon rack. Let's open the weapon rack. Steel utility knife, iron short sword. Thank you. So what's that going to do for us? A steel utility knife, 1d4. That is much better than our short sword, but I think it still classes as a short weapon, so let's grab that. Whoops, a bear. We essentially have a kitchen knife here. That's cool. So freezing damage, I don't know if they are frozen. Oh, we just got absolutely mauled there. It's time to sprint. I think we're probably outclassed here at the moment, so let's run away real heroically so that we can live to fight another day. And let's perhaps continue on the quest that we were on previously. You're going to zoom out. We can always come back here later if we wish to. And we're going to keep going. Some more ruins. Is this the same ones we were just at? Oh no, a sinister presence is nearby. And this is a new set of ruins, but our evil twin is going to be here somewhere. Let's see if we can move away from them. Doesn't look like we could see them, so we have possibly escaped. So here's the slime bog. Just want to see if those birds are hostile to us. I'm hoping not. Salamanders, neutral dragonflies, neutral slime-spitting glow crows. Blech. That's fortunate. Let's check the quest and see what it said. 1 to 4 parasangs north of a slime bog. So we're at the slime bog now. I don't know if 1 to 4 means 1 to 4 zoomed in screens, but let's go up 1 square and we'll zoom in a little bit. And then we can move around sort of in this area and head southwards back towards the slime bog, and hopefully we're going to find the thing that we're looking for. However, despite the presence of that snapjaw archer there, that is where we're going to have to leave it for this part of the Let's Play. Thank you so much for tuning in. Thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, tell a friend, and come back again soon for more of the many lives of John Rando.